Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on AccuWeather Weekend. I'm Bree.
And I'm Melissa Constanzer. It is Father's Day weekend, so hopefully you're spending some time with any father figures you might have out there.
Did you already get all your presents, Melissa?
So I mailed the card that needs to go to my dad.
Okay.
I haven't actually ordered my gifts yet for my husband, so I need to work on that. I've got
Matt,
something in mind. I have something in mind, and it's super cute. I'll have to show you after the show, but it is super cute. You'd actually really love it.
Okay. All right. I'm excited, Matt. It's coming, I guess.
Eventually, when I sit down and order it. Maybe today.
With that, let's take you out to satellite and radar just to kind of get a feel of where some of that action is now. Your eye probably catches there across the nation's midsection.
Yeah, we've got showers, thunderstorms here. These are creating somewhat of a problem, as you can tell, across portions of eastern Nebraska into places like Kansas City. These thunderstorms have some heavy rainfall with them. They're pushing down some of the heat, but could be a bit of a slowdown, unfortunately, for two that were on the board for some of the other cities out there. So we definitely have a lot of heat. And around that heat, Bree, thunderstorms.
You get the heat, you get the thunderstorms. It's kind of a double-edged sword situation.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of both. Here's the thunderstorms here working their way on through. This is what's helping to keep the heat from really building its way too far to the north-central tier of the nation at this point in time. So we're getting the relief out there in Omaha. It comes at a price, some very heavy rainfall here, and that's going to create some setbacks, unfortunately, for your morning. St. Joseph also dealing with those showers and thunderstorms recently. So there's been a lot of activity, a little bit of gusty winds with that, but not really severe weather, which is great news. With the chance for some showers out there. So there is another risk for severe weather, and it does come as limited, and we watch because the next storm system is also going to create its own energy. So currently we've got that set up for this afternoon into this evening moving out. But that next storm system whips up the potential for severe weather as we head through tonight into tomorrow, and there'll be more energy behind it. So we're going to keep those storms kind of diving their way through the north central plains, which through Sunday, those thunderstorms and that same complex here that develops across Montana and North Dakota, the core of it is in Canada, and it brings some wet weather out there for us through Wisconsin and portions of Iowa. So Green Bay, showers likely for your Sunday. Minneapolis, though, feeling some Iowa and that boundary even through Kansas, but that secondary storm system is mostly in Canada, kicking up those thunderstorms across North Dakota. All right, well, we do want to, but we'll have to watch through the day because there is some potential for more activity to unfold. Right now, flight cancellations, it's all green here as far as airport delays are concerned, so no problems currently. But as we go throughout the day, of course, we continue to talk about some of that warmth is still coming for us as we head into this upcoming week. And with summer nearly here, some great tips there for you. And of course, we know this heat is going to be pretty intense. The thing about this heat will be that not only are we venturing into the 90s for many locations from St. Louis into portions of the Northeast, but we will also have not much reprieve from the heat. Let's talk numbers here. 97 the high for Detroit as we head through Monday. So upper 90s, mid to upper 90s in places like the Motor City. This is how we know that that heat is set back in 1921. So a pretty old record there. And this is just Monday. Look at what happens in the days to come in Philadelphia. All in the 90s through the work week with lows in the 70s. Not much reprieve at night. Of course, it's Father's Day. All great tips and a better chance this week to get out on the links in South Florida. Boy, we had so much rainfall this past week, and we're saying goodbye to it. Still, some showers and thunderstorms out there for us as we head through the day, but these are kind of more of our spotty thunderstorms in nature. It's not going to be as widespread, so a better day in places like Tampa and more so West Palm Beach and Miami, Fort Lauderdale, many of these locations that had so much rainfall over the past couple of days. As we head through your Saturday, there's where those showers and thunderstorms are. Otherwise, the heat's really starting to set in. Little Rock, we're venturing into the mid and upper 90s for the weekend, so it is going to be hot. Note the day. AccuWeather real feel temperatures through Saturday afternoon do show us some of those triple-digit AccuWeather real feel temperatures, so there's certainly a lot of them out there on the board for us. And as we transition then into Sunday, high temp storms, though, a little bit more common as we close out the weekend here, so that's going to be some of our changes for us. Well, the north central tier does watch for more of those thunderstorms. All coming up.
Well, thank you so much for sticking with us here on AccuWeather Weekend. Lots to cover here, and as summer approaches, CPR can be the difference between. Thanks, Emmy. All great tips there. All right, we're going to take you to the tropics where we do have some action brewing there at least. We have plenty to talk about. First, if we look at those ocean temperatures, what screams out to me is just bathtub water. It is warm across the Gulf and the Caribbean. That, of course, is one of the ingredients that we need for tropical development. Now, this past week, we've had this focused band of thunderstorms due to that tropical surge of moisture across central and southern Florida. Though as we do head into Sunday through Thursday, we're going to see that tropical moisture shift, less rainfall across Florida, thankfully. Though high pressure builds, we're going to see if we can get some sparks here along the curve of that high pressure. The flood risk does move to the Gulf Coast, and with this, well, we're tracking downpours anywhere from Houston, New Orleans, even out to 18 inches of rain falling from Guatemala, even down through parts of Nicaragua. That's where we are tracking some very, very potent systems right now. And when we get that energy that we need, we call this the Central American gyre. That's where we're going to see some of that tropical development shift further north as we are tracking a feature right off of the coast of Nicaragua. Now, we are expecting this to kind of scoop up this feature coming out of the. Thanks, Lincoln, for that report. Maybe you're going to be out grilling this weekend for Father's Day. Let's take a look at what's on tap in the Northeast. Already starting to feel that heat in Philly, Baltimore, highs in the 80s. Similar story as we head out towards New York City with a high of 76.